All right, so good day and welcome again. Hope you have your coffee ready. So, in this lesson, the last time we started with descriptive statistics, this is what we did, and we tried to use Excel formulas to get our descriptive statistics using the Excel formulas. So, today we are going to go to the data tab, as I said the last time. So, we'll click on the data tab to get this. Now, the first time you won't get this particular one. So, if in one of my videos I showed you how to get this one activated so that you can start with your descriptive statistics or any other analysis that is in there. So if you didn't get that one, you have to go back. Okay, let me take a detour a little and then show you. Let me take a detour and then show you how it is done. Let me take a detour and then show you how it is done. So you go to the file, then you look for options. If it is not here, click the more, and then you get the options from there. So in this dialog box, our interest is just on this one, the add-ins. Look for manage down there, add-ins, make sure that is selected, then you click on go. Then ensure that these two are checked. So because they are checked, that is why I am having the data analysis um, button here. So let me just cancel or say okay. It doesn't really change anything, but once I already have it. So in today's lesson, we're going to look at how we can just get the data and then use the data analysis tab and then get our results. So here I'm going to just take this out and then we leave only this particular data set. Now let's go to data analysis, click on it, then wait patiently for the dialog box to appear. Then in here you can see that there are a lot of statistics that we can do, a lot of analysis, inferential statistics, but our interest today is on descriptive statistics. So we just click on that and say okay. Now this dialog box is interesting, but you can mess up a lot of things here. One, we want the input range. What is the input range? So the input range here would be the range within which your data is entered. Now we can include the days, but it won't matter so much because days, we're going to look at how many days maybe, but then all the means and other ones will not make sense here. So in choosing this one, I can put all these to get the results, but then when it comes to interpretation, you look at the variables of interest. Days, for example, is not something that can help you in any descriptive statistics here. So basically, we are going to just I'll include all of them for the sake of this tutorial, but we won't talk much about these. So the input range, I just click inside that box. You can see the cursor blinking in there. Then we highlight the whole table, or you can simply just type in the range of the table. Once you come out of the box there, it will automatically reformat the formula. Now we have the second one says grouped by. Grouped by what? Automatically it picks columns. Now columns here assumes that your data is structured in columns. Like say sales, the values of sales are below sales. If we pick rows, it means that we are actually going to be having something. Oh, I've clicked outside. So let me re-select this one back again. So if we are saying it is rows, it means that we are actually considering row wise. So if I have sale in A1, the values of sale should go along with the number one row. Then I have another variable in row 2. The values of that variable should follow in like manner. But we have structured our data already in column, so the column is okay. Now, this is another thing we should be looking out for. Already, I have included the labels, the column headers here in the selection. So if I leave this blank, we're going to have a problem because days and sales are not numbers. But I'm still going to leave it blank just for us to see the errors that we can make or we can commit. Let's come to the range. Automatically, it is new worksheet apply. So if I leave the this particular one checked, this radio button check, it means that when I say OK, it is going to open a new sheet and put the results right in there. But I want to be looking at my data set and be looking at my results at the same time. So I would choose the output range here. So make sure that is checked. Then you come into the box there and select where do you want the result to start from. The starting is the problem, not where it is ending. You can't usually tell where it's going to end, but you can tell where it should start. So I'm going to start with D2. So let my output start from here, coming down and going to the right side. So any other space there, it is okay for me. Now you have to be careful here so that you don't have anything underneath where you have selected, so that the result does not override whatever you have right there. Okay, so let's go to the next set of statistics or the next set of tools in this dialog box. The statistics confidence level for the mean, the cave largest value, the cave smallest value, and those things. So right now I'm going to leave this blank and leave this blank so we can see the kind of errors that we are likely to make. I'm not saying you're going to make those mistakes, but sometimes you cannot tell. You can be in a hurry, just do your selection and palm you go. And problems that come in, you might have forgotten. So let's say we have forgotten to do those selections and see what kind of errors we're going to have. So I click on OK, and we have this problem coming. Descriptive statistics. Please choose at least one statistical tool. Sorry, statistical option. So I say OK and go back. These are the statistical options. It's not talking about the labels now. So the first thing it did was to check whether at least one of these is selected. So let's go ahead and select the summary statistics and say OK again. Then we have the next problem coming up. Input range contains not numeric data. So we included these and sales in the selection, but they are not numbers, so it's not able to go ahead and take sales as a number, this as a number, and do calculations on it. So we go back there and do that correction by making sure that this label here is checked. Then we know that, okay, everything is set for now. So I go ahead and click on OK, and my results come. Again, as I said, this particular two columns will not mean anything to us for now, because we know we have 16 days. That's the only thing that we need right here. The rest of the statistics will make no sense. But we are concerned about this one here, the sales column. So that's where we can have the mean, we can have the standard deviations and those things coming in. So here, let me highlight those that we are actually interested in for now. So this one, the median and the mode, that is what we did in the last one. So I'm going to select those ones. And then what else? I think sample variance, sample standard deviation. So these are the statistics that we calculated the last time. So you can see basically they are almost the same. Now let's add the 17th row here, 150, and you see nothing happens to this one. So like I said in the last tutorial, if we are going to use this method, it means that every time you want to see your summary statistics, you will have to come back again into this one and then rerun the whole process again, because adding a row to your dataset will not make any change. This is calculated based on the previous dataset available to Excel that you provided to Excel. So basically, this is how we get the descriptive statistics for any data using the data analysis in the data tab. I hope this is helpful. Thank you and do have a nice day.